If cocoa varieties are moved from one country to another, then it's absolutely vital that it undergoes intermediate quarantine. The reason why we have a quarantine facility here in the UK is we don't grow cocoa here, and so there's no danger of endemic pests and diseases of cocoa entering the facility. It's actually a requirement of some cocoa growing countries that if they receive new varieties into their country, it must have undergone intermediate quarantine in a temperate country beforehand.
Okay, so this is a bud stick. Potentially that could produce 6 plants just from that one stick. So it's a very effective method of transporting potential plants around the world. You can literally potentially fit hundreds in a jiffy bag. So what we do, we're literally going to cut an elongated rectangle into the piece of wood, and that potentially is now going to be the plant. So I gently tease this away from the stick. It's important to keep it in one piece, so gently as possible. And then just remove anything from inside, like so. And that potentially is the new plant. Just that tiny little thing there, barely an inch long. Now what I'll be doing is cutting almost exactly the same shape into this plant, which is going to be the host. So we're cutting again an elongated rectangle in, slightly longer this time because I'm going to need a little tab. This piece now is going to replace that as close as we possibly can.
Perfect.
Just stick it on and leave it like that so you can get a close up of it hanging on.
The largest cocoa producer is Côte d'Ivoire, followed by Ghana. Those two countries both face similar sort of pest and disease problems, so particularly cocoa swirl and shoot virus and a fungal disease called black pod. The third biggest producer is Indonesia, and there they have a different fungal disease called vascular streak dieback. They also have black pod, and they have a particular insect pest called cocoa pod borer. So as the name suggests, cocoa pod borer burrows its way into the pods and can ruin the beans.